everyone.
You know the drill by now. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Richard.
And we are bringing beer reviews to you. If you are new to our channel, we like to drink beer and we're a couple, and so we like to just sit around and try different beers from different places. And, you know, while you're grocery shopping, you're like, do-do-do, do-do-do. You're like, oh, hey, that's that beer those guys were talking about.
Right.
Let's pick that up. So that's kind of our gist. We're bringing you Quick Wit by Fort George.
It's a Belgianesque wheat ale, so it's not from Belgium, but kind of maybe might seem like it.
So, Richard and I actually have been to Fort George. For last year, for his birthday, we were kind of in that Portland, or that Oregon, like, Washington area. And, we went over to Astoria,
Beautiful.
in Oregon.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, and so we went to Fort George, and it's like, it was huge. It was,
yeah. There's a lot of space. There's like 3 separate bars basically in one building.
Yeah, there was like 3 levels, and then next door they had like the actual brewery or something.
Right. This is a wheat beer, so that means it's going to be much lighter in color and going to have more body, probably more of a head retention, because wheat beers tend to have like that thick head. If you think of like a Hefeweizen or something, a Hoegaarden, like a really big head.
A Hoegaarden?
It's a famous brand of white wheat beer.
It's a Dr. Seuss beer, you know?
Yeah. Horton hears it. It's all over. But yeah, so Belgians like to brew a lot with coriander and a couple other spices. So they added coriander, and then to kind of put their own twist on it, they added lemongrass and some elderflower.
I'm a little bit hesitant.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. You kind of lost me at coriander.
Get that refreshing.
I went mine with a lot of head, just to like see if it really has head.
If you want more head, you can just pour from a taller height.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. That's a shit ton of. Because like I feel like the last beers we've been reviewing like don't have that same head retention, but
yeah.
Wow.
It definitely varies a lot.
Well, it's not.
Smell it. Ooh, yeah.
It smells juicy.
I think it's that lemongrass.
Mmm.
Maybe a little bit of that kind of floral sweetness.
Yeah. It smells mostly just like generic beer with like a hint of floral.
Yeah, there's a little bit of wheat too, I think, but it's not much. On the smell, at least.
Want a drink?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, let's drink. I mean, for how light it is, it definitely has a lot of body. You can feel its weight on your tongue, and that's from the wheat.
This is hella easy to drink.
It's really easy to drink.
It's got a little bit of aftertaste for me.
Yeah, there is it's not a lot of hops in here, but there's so little maltiness to balance it out that little bit of bitterness you really feel.
Yeah, this is not, that's a good point. This is not malty at all. And you really are hit with that bitterness aftertaste.
Yeah. And then you think, oh, I better get rid of that by drinking more beer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not getting a lot of the spiciness that I was expecting.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a really easy to drink beer. And it's not like other beers we've reviewed where there's a lot of like complex flavors. It's just kind of like, boom, there you go.
It's not complicated. I think this would be a great beer sitting on a patio eating a pizza or something.
Yeah, I know. As we were sitting here, I was like, I kind of want a pizza right now.
Yeah, it's in a can, so it's easy to drink and hold around and stuff.
Yeah, and it's just, I feel like it would pair well with a lot of things because it's not a super complex flavor profile. It's just like simple beer.
You could sip on this while having a conversation.
I think this is like a good go-to, like, I'm going to a party, I don't know what everyone's gonna like. Let me just get something that nobody's gonna, like, complain about or, like, have too many feelings about. Like, it's just simple.
Yeah, I think even if someone was really just into like macro beers. If you brought this over, they'd be like, okay, it's a little more bitter than I'm used to, but yeah, it's alright. Like,
I love your beer voice. So on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give it?
probably a 2.5.
2.5. Why? Justify that.
It's like nothing exciting about it, and it's not. I feel like that hoppiness isn't quite balanced with enough maltiness, even though it's not much hoppiness at all. But it's still really good. I mean, 2.5 I don't think is a bad review. I feel like that. And I definitely have enjoyed a lot of other Fort George beers. So,
Yeah.
I mean, look for their cans and try and find something that you like.
Yeah, my feeling is, like, in terms of beer, it's like a 4, a 4.5. You know, it's a totally fine beer. In terms of, like, craft beer and, like, things we've been reviewing in comparison,
Right.
I think I kind of give it that 2.5.
It's something that you drink while something else is going on. It's not the center of the attention.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But it's not any. I don't think it's going to be divisive. Like, I think everyone's going to be fine with it.
I wish that when I started drinking beer, mainly in college, I wish that this was the kind of beer I was drinking. Like quality, simple beer.
If you are trying to get into craft beer, this is a great place to start.
Also, we do really like Fort George. We had a great time when we were there. And,
very nice.
I'm really excited to try other stuff of theirs. Fort George, we'll be back for you.
We'll be back. That's a promise.
I mean, we clearly already came back by reviewing this because we've had your stuff before.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to try other Fort George things. And this one I would totally bring somewhere because nobody's going to complain about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's going to drink it. It's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sydney and Richard Beer Reviews.
Follow us on Instagram. Like and subscribe our videos.
Leave us little comments. Tell us how much you love us.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next Thirsty Thursday with more beer for you.
Absolutely. So, until next pour.
Until next pour.